Hey, what's happening? We back, we got stacked. Hey, this big KA, we here to talk about Drake. This Drake and Joe Budden thing is still going on. I don't understand what is going on with this situation. Now, last time we talked about it, this Drake had this whole little thing he was talking about. And Joe Budden finally responded basically on, like I was talking in the last video, he might release this as a Patreon exclusive, which I was fine with. Which I'm gonna address a little bit of it in the beginning, but basically he had a Patreon exclusive episode where he was going against Drake, and it was what it was. Now it was smart marketing. I'm not mad at it. Now let me talk about it. Now, and then there's also. Should I do the mall video in here? I might do the mall thing in here as well, just to make one video, because I'm not gonna do two videos as well. Anyways, with that being said, what's up? What's happening? This big K. A.K. show good. He sleep with a cut patron. You know the nigga on the ton. A patron, not Patreon. Patrones! No. We do no. El patron. I want a ton. Yeah. But anyways, let's go about this shit. Now, before I really get into what I'm saying, this is what I gotta say. So a lot of people was mad. They wanted the episode fair enough. Right? Number one. If he went on social media, the clips was there. He's probably gonna clip some of this. He might put it on YouTube or social media. We'll see what the fuck happens. Number two, and he might give it to y'all later on. He honestly might just give it to y'all later on. Like when they go on their little vacation or whatever, he might be like, "Hey, since y'all really wanted this episode, here you go," and he'll like put it on like YouTube or whatever the fuck. With that being said, this is my thing. Y'all could have seen it. Niggas were reporting on it. There's been clips everywhere. You wouldn't see the full ish in bulk, but you would get the most important things. What you was here to hear was the Drake response, which you did hear. You can hear it. It's not that hard. Number two, y'all could go sign up for the Patreon. This is my thing though. Now, he has marketed it as, patronies. Y'all get exclusive content, and Wednesday, Saturday, I guess the majority or everyone gets a pod, if you will. That is what he's done. Now there is Patreon exclusive content that we don't see, like the whole, box female dog episode that, what I'm saying, he was teasing. By the way, I hope he puts that out. I've heard the episode, don't get me wrong, but like I hope he does put that out, because like I remember that reaction when when he put out that episode when him and Ish was arguing, and apparently like Ish's ex was at Joe Budden's house and Joe Budden was smoking hookah with him. Like that was hilarious. Like Joe Budden, you foul, yo. Hey yo, Joe Budden, don't do that no more. How you smoking hookah with your man's ex, boy? Joe Budden, you foul. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hilarious. I remember he did that episode, bro. I was crying after like 2 minutes of the episode. That shit was funny as fuck. With that being said, if you do promise or your fans expect a Wednesday and Saturday pod, I get it from the business side of it, which is fair. And I get it. He should fucking get... Drake talked about him. Big response. He wanted to get his subscribers up. Nigga signed up for the basic tier, to be fair. If you're offering a basic tier where I can see all the fucking videos and shit, I don't have to do the part of the show tier. Sign up for the little basic tier. And I'm chilling. With that being said, and honestly, I swear you could literally watch that shit. Yeah, I ain't even trying to tell y'all the game, but y'all could literally watch that shit and fucking unsubscribe for that shit. I don't know if you have it for the month. You probably have it for the month, but yeah, literally unsubscribe for that shit. I don't think it's that expensive. Or if y'all really download, make a little call to your credit card provider, and y'all know the rest. I ain't gotta explain it. With that being said, hey, you promised the regular motherfuckers a pod. Give them niggas a pod. If it's a Patreon exclusive one that you just gonna repurpose and give it to the public, give it to the public. It is what it is. They had a little right to be mad. They shouldn't be mad. I ain't mad at them for being mad. If they cursed you the fuck out, it was what it was. It is what it is. Business wise, it made sense. Them niggas wanted a pod because you have had that marketing of, yes, Patreon exclusive shit, and then also, hey, every Wednesday and Saturday, y'all get a regular pod on DSPs. Niggas want a pod on their DSPs. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And if that is the case, Joe Budden, like, you see how Kanye was doing, like, the little shit with, like, I forgot what that player was, that little STEM player, whatever the fuck it was called, and you could buy his album on there. Just make your own DSP. I'm pretty sure Patreon, you get the DSP episodes that he drops every Wednesday and Saturday. Y'all should just honestly make a streaming or whatever, or I know he probably doesn't want to partner with streaming services again, but just do that, honestly, and you would avoid this problem. Hey, you could still make this explicit, behind a paywall, but hey, repurpose one of them shits and give it to them niggas. It is what it is. I provided you one, the one you want to hear. Hey, sign up, you heard. It is what it is. So I fell for the niggas. They wanted to see that. And me personally, I was fucked up because he didn't drop anything. I tuned in, went on the little Patreon. But me, I like to watch that shit or listen to that shit before I'm going to work and shit, or when I'm working out and shit. So he threw my Saturday off. So F you, Joe Budden. But in all seriousness, let's talk about this shit. So basically, Drake got into Joe Budden's DMs. I heard about this from Academic Stream, so I already knew he went into his DMs and tried to speak to him. I didn't know the content of what was said, but I kind of like, oh, okay, you gonna talk to him. He's like I said in the other videos, he was probably upset with the stop fucking 25-year-olds, that shit, and Joe made a comment. I think it was on the DM, this one, when Drake was like he was having stomach issues, and he keeps alluding to Drake having his body done, whatever. But anyways, he said what he said, so I'm pretty sure he said some shit to Joe in the DM. Now we're gonna talk about it because, hey, where's my phone at? Yo, here we go. I love how I was just rambling and shit. Basically, I'm gonna read the article, but basically what happened, if you want my retelling, is, they talked about the album. They were saying how this music's not good. Now, the only thing I disagree with Joe is, listen, at the end of the day, bro, Yachty, he worked on Her Loss. He did like the song like Jumbotron shit. I think he worked on the song as well. Like, again, not all of Yachty's ideas are gonna be phenomenal. Maybe on this he wasn't feeling some of this shit. It did sound current to what Yachty did say. It was what it was. And also you disrespecting Kai-Cenat. Sadly, bro, a lot of these big streamers, it is what it is. You see, like when Aiden Ross was this thing, you seen all the artists go sit with him. So the fact that Drake is trying to go fuck with Kai-Cenat, like, that shouldn't be an issue, to be fair. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, all these niggas do it. So you saying that to him kind of sounds wild. We already talked about the 25-year-old thing. That sounds crazy coming from Joe Budden. But let's talk about what Drake said in the niggas' DMs. Kai-Cenat. Okay. Let's see. Budden was not happy with Drake's decision to include Kai-Cenat in his rollout. Furthermore, he spoke about how, to be fair, all he needed was academics. That nigga did like a 12-hour stream, but that's besides the point. He spoke about how Drake is not evolving artistically. Instead, he is making music for the kids, and even the women he messes with are pretty young. This led to a lengthy response from... I'm not reading that shit again. I'm not. I read it in the other video. Of course, the entire hip-hop world has been weighing into this beef. For the most part, people are siding with Joe. They feel as though Drake was not being fair with his criticisms. Also, listen, it's okay. It's not trash. If someone said the album is trash, that is fair, but it's okay. I don't feel like it's his best work. But anyways, as I go on, I like 10 songs. It's cool. It's cool. Let's see. Overall, it was a large segment of the podcast, and Joe did a good job of breaking out everything that took place following Drake's initial response. Oh, this is the shit I've seen. Okay, so I'm going to have to retell it because, yeah, the article just literally has the videos here. So, first, okay, so, okay, they quoted some of it. Joe explains that he critiques artists. He comes from a place of feeling as if he is one of the... That when he critiques artists, it comes from a place of feeling as if he is one of the best rappers in the world. He has been told by other MCs that he is a master of his domain and takes that into consideration when he critiques other artists. Subsequently, he spoke on how Drake sent him some DMs. At first, he told Budden that maybe some radio play would calm him down. When that didn't work, Drake claimed that Budden was being malicious for mentioning the women he sleeps with. Drake felt like the insinuation that he sleeps with younger women is just unacceptable. And to be fair, as much as Joe is giving his opinion, your opinion is your opinion. Again, you can't really choose what niggas get offended to. Maybe they should have talked on the phone, because Joe said he sent him like a 55-second like voice note, which he didn't listen to. So I'm just like, maybe y'all niggas should just talk on the phone, gang. Maybe have some type of. See, they had a little back and forth. I don't know what's going on with it, and we're gonna get to the small thing soon because this shit is already running long. Me explaining like the beginning pod bullshit. But anyways, eventually Joe Budden played various clips from For All the Dogs in which Drake speaks about being with a woman who was 25. Additionally, he even played a questionable line about a Buddha. Yo, we not adding that the song with 21. I think calling for them or whatever it was called. She was 21, but she was not a savage. Like, bro, 21 on the song, he was doing some wordplay, gang. I'm not reaching with that one, gang. Y'all niggas is reaching with that one. Come on, bro. Come on. Either way, Joe is adamant that Drake was in the wrong here. In fact, Joe is standing on the fact that that this kind of beef has never fazed him. He is the happiest he's ever been, and Drake will not change that. Hey, it is what it is. Do I think Drake has an ego? Maybe he does. Joe Budden is a narcissist in my opinion, and by definition, probably. Some of the shit he did say sounds like he. Now we're going to the Maul thing. So if you watch the Rory and Maul podcast, basically what happened with that aspect of it was, Maul living with Joe Budden for a while, been very good friends. You know, even I know they broke up and they haven't been cool, but yeah, they've been very good friends even before that. With that being said, you know, the whole situation happened, and basically he was breaking it down like them niggas had some issues. Like, I don't know if he was alluding to Joe being bitter or whatever the fuck, but them boys have some beef. It is what it is, whatever, la 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 la. And also Drake saying one of them stuff, one of those things about like somebody could do something to you or whatever, alluded to that in the DMs. It's not that. See, Joe, I'm not saying Joe has to be hiding in fear or whatever. I'm not saying that, but like, niggas have done stuff to people for less. So as much as Joe is giving his opinion, which I do appreciate, hey, niggas have got beat up for less. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not gonna be Drake. He might give some money to some niggas. Listen. The fact that he fucks with J Prince, right? No disrespect to J Prince, but I don't know how like his family moves, especially in Houston. Like that family, just like there's just question marks around them. Like, is this really a nigga, bro? Like, you try? Hey, that's just me. I'm not telling Joe Budden to be scared, but there's certain things you just gotta leave it alone. Joe Budden didn't really disrespect him and give his opinion. Now, again, like I said, there's a little shit like you should have. You know? And also, I think it is his tone. That nigga screams like a motherfucker. I think that's also what it is with him. He screams like hell. But with that being said, this is what it is. Now, back to the Maul scenario. Maul was alluding to them as having static before. You know, Drake always having digs at him. Basically insinuating when Drake was on the come up, I guess he reached out to Joe for a verse. Joe didn't give him the verse. And now that Drake is at the level that he's at, he still remembers that He still remembers that. And he's not gonna give you grace. It's like, yeah, that's great, but when I was not this, y'all was not giving a fuck about me. So I'm still at your head. You said what you said. He always remember. Like in that song, I remember. You hear me? It is what it is. So maybe that's it with them. I don't know for sure. But hey, good pod. You got the Patreon numbers up. It was what it was. Give them niggas a free Patreon pod, Joe. Just give them niggas a free Patreon pod. Put it on the YouTube channel and call it a day, gang. You say them niggas get 2 pods a week, give it to them niggas, number 1. Number 2, and stop all that little shit. All niggas could pay me, man. Give them niggas a free pod. Here what it is, gang. That is your marketing scheme. You been said that. You ain't new to this, nigga. You been true to that. Give them niggas a thing, gang. Unless when y'all niggas go on vacation or whatever, giving them niggas a little podcast. Besides that, you can give them one of the old Patreon ones. Besides that, I'm not really mad about what Joe said. We'll see how this continues. I don't even think it will continue. Hey, Drake said he taking a year off, have fun. But all I really gotta say, gang, is hey, we'll see what happens. I want them niggas to meet up in real life and see if they really got static with each other. But nah, that caption he had from him was crazy. Nigga said Nietzsche jeans. I was like, I couldn't even pronounce it in the other video. I was like, nigga, what is that, bro? That was crazy. Nigga said we never hung up your jersey. That's crazy. Nah, Anyways, gang, it is what. And honestly, hey, if we're going to the topic of is Joe Budden a failure on music, I'm not gonna call him a failure. Did he like compared to if you're comparing Drake and Joe Budden's careers? Oh no, Joe didn't do shit. No disrespect to Joe Budden, he didn't really do shit. He's better as a podcaster or a media personality. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna say he a failure. I'm not gonna do all that. But yeah, what do y'all feel? Put that in the comments down below. This shit went on too long. I don't know why I spoke this much. But anyways, Shalom Zoom. Peace, y'all, gang. Aye.